Alright, Cameron Chardukian here, and in this video I want to talk to you about the things I did right in high school and my recommendations to you if you're in high school. Number one is be physically active. When I was in high school, I would juggle every day, I would lift weights a few times a week, and for my first 2 years of high school I also played soccer. And as a result, I had lots of energy, I looked good, and I was healthy. So that's something to really consider. There's a lot of benefits from exercising and being physically active. So highly recommended. Second thing is utilize downtime in school. Look, if the teacher, if it's the day before Christmas and the teacher puts in the Elf movie, why are you watching that? What are you doing? You're wasting your time. Now I get there's a time for enjoyment, and if that's something that you genuinely enjoy and you want to take some time off and take a break, sure, watch that. But if you're strong in history and the teacher's ranting about stuff that you don't really care about and that you already have a solid understanding of, look, you don't need to spend that time listening to your teacher. Just be discreet, but you can do some other homework in the back of the class. If the teacher is teaching you the Pythagorean theorem in your math class, and you already know the Pythagorean theorem, you don't have to listen to the teacher. Use that downtime to complete other homework. Or if the teacher says, all right class, you have 20 minutes to finish this worksheet. If you finish the worksheet in 10 minutes, study for another class or do other homework. And that way you'll be using your time a lot more effectively in class. Or if you suffer from social anxiety, in your downtime, look, if you're not getting invited to the parties, if you don't have a lot of friends, use that downtime in school to interact with others to improve your social skills. And most importantly, utilize every minute to the best you can. I was so hardcore about this. Oftentimes, for my probably last 2 years of high school, it was almost impossible to find me at lunch. Because every day at lunch, I said, hey, look, if I don't have really good friends in my lunch, I'm not going to enjoy socializing with these other people that I don't really connect well with. Because you can socialize with anybody, but if it's not a close friend of yours, sometimes socializing can be a little bit boring. If you're just talking about menial tasks or menial things like, oh, did you hear that there's a lot of homework in Algebra 2 late? Look, that's boring. So if you don't have good close friends in your lunch, skip lunch. Go take another class or go study. Or I would even skip my lunch to get an exercise session in. I didn't go to the weight room. I could have done that, but I would go to this secluded corner of the school and I'd practice my juggling for 30 minutes every single day during lunch. And that was a great use of my time. Then after school I'd have more time for other tasks. So that's something to consider. Utilize downtime in school. Number three is if your school offers it, do work study. Now what is work study? Work study it's when you go to school for half the day, and then the other half of the day you go work on the farm, or you go work at Dairy Queen, or you volunteer in a school or a nursing home. I highly recommend that. You're going to learn valuable skills, work-related skills. You're going to be able to stack cash, and it'll get you out of those boring classes that you don't really need. Next recommendation, go to the dances. Still recovering from a fever. Go to the dances and go to the games. Look, I know maybe you're like, oh, I don't know how to dance. I don't know if I should go to homecoming. Go! You're going to have lots of fun, and there's lots of great social experiences to be had at those events. I loved the football games. It was a great chance for me to socialize with a lot of people, and I didn't have to organize something. The school games and the dances are like a built-in social life that you have to make no effort to go and attend. So those are great. Next, take foreign language classes. I took a year of German. I took all the Spanish classes my school had available. I recommend you do something similar. Why? because foreign language classes are one of the only relevant skills or classes that you will use outside of school. Look, I've never used car care, but that's actually probably one of the only few classes that I could actually realistically use at some point. I've never used, I never used astronomy. When am I going to use astronomy in my life? I never used that. I never used the Pythagorean theorem. So I recommend that you take foreign language classes or take shop classes. Like, learning to fix a car wasn't useful for me because I don't live in the US and I live in another country and I utilize public transport, or I utilize Uber or Grab. So I have other people, or I walk. So I don't really have a car that I can maintain. But that could be a useful class where you can learn to do woodworking, or you can learn home design or something like that. Those could all be useful versus astronomy or meteorology. When are you going to use that? I think it was meteorology I took, not astronomy. But point remains. Next is eat healthy. You don't want to be too uptight about this, because there is value to, having fun with your friends, going and getting an ice cream with them. But in general, if you're eating alone, try to eat healthy. You'll have more energy, you'll have better mental clarity, and you'll feel better about yourself. Next is say yes and try new things. When you're in high school, you're young. You have lots of free time. So if somebody asks you, hey dude, you want to go ice skating? If you've never been ice skating, try it. You got free time, and you don't have all of the obligations and responsibilities that may come later in life. Like now, I have to worry about paying my bills. If I'm traveling, I have to worry about finding an apartment, finding accommodation. If I'm traveling with my girlfriend, I have to worry about, how do I take care of her and support her because she's not going to have a job while traveling. Those are all things that I always have to consider on a daily basis. Versus in high school, I didn't really have many of those responsibilities. So try new things. You're young, and maybe you'll find something that you really enjoy. I tried juggling, and I loved that. And that's been a part of my life for years and years now. So try new things. Next, this is one of the most important things, is learn valuable skills. If you're in school, it's important, like I said before, to maximize your time, but also we want to be getting ready for life after school. So if you can learn computer programming, I highly recommend that. You'll set yourself up for a great future after school. Or if you can learn to build a website, or you can learn to blog, you can learn to record a YouTube video, you can learn to write sales letters. Learn valuable skills, and you'll set yourself up for a better future. As a 20-year-old, I'm so thankful for my 15 and 16 and 17-year-old self for learning how to build a website, learning how to blog, how to write effectively, how to record videos, how to edit the videos, how to communicate effectively with people so that they'll want to work with me. And finally, I highly recommend reading. Look, most of the best ideas you're ever going to have are not going to be your ideas. It's going to be other people's ideas that you kind of process the ideas, and maybe you make your own take on those ideas. But it's like your best ideas are kind of like a recipe, and you get the ingredients from other people, and then using those ingredients you can make your own custom recipe, which is the compilation of other people's ideas. So I recommend you read about personal finance, read about dating in the modern world, read about evolutionary psychology, read about history and why societies have thrived or collapsed. There's a lot of valuable knowledge to be gained from reading about those things. So, I hope this video has been of some value to you. These are the things that I did right in high school, and what I would recommend you do as well to maximize your high school experience. So, again, hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, and if you have any future video requests, let me know in the comments, and I'll try to get to them at some point. Cheers.